Hi, we're going to do a how-to on how to clean and sharpen the chainsaw. Here goes. You need one chainsaw. And first, we'll take it apart. Of these two bolts. Then maybe loosen the chain just a bit. It looks like it's pretty loose now. We'll just take the cover off. Otherwise, we'd loosen it right here just to add some tension off of it. And you can see they're pretty caked. Pretty caked with garbage. Look at that garbage in there. Every time. Look at that. It's from Pat choking up too much on the saw without using the whole blade. That's what that is. So, start chipping some of that away right away. Some light in here. And then we'll pull the bar back a little. Take the chain off. Start with the front. Let me zoom out a little. And the blade is off. And the bar just comes off like so. We'll lay that down. And we'll work on the saw. All the caked up sawdust. Get that off of here. Let's get some brighter light on here. Don't be afraid to poke around everywhere. You're not going to hurt anything. And this is after about usually one full load of wood. This is how much crap you get out of it. We're talking a good load. Weigh the truck down. Last load bottomed my truck out. We have this part. Let's dig all that crap out of there. I usually will even take this part here and just run it under hot water in the sink. get every little nook and cranny of dirt out of here. It even cakes up around here so bad that it locks up the saw once in a while. Get that all out of there. Tool. Brush out all this crud. This part here, this is what actually oils the bar of your saw. So you want to make sure that's clear. The centrifugal clutch is free, but when the saw actually starts going at a high revolution, these weights lock this into place and make the chain turn. That's what a centrifugal clutch is. As within go-karts, chainsaws, and other tools, they use that method. The bar itself, we want to make sure these are clean. These holes here, that's what line up with this to oil your saw. You want to make sure these are clean. It's important that these are clean. These holes here. So there's one on each side. See, this one's dirty. All clogged up. So we want to make sure that's unclogged. And that's what feeds oil into your chain. Make sure that whole line is free of sawdust in order to properly get your chain lubed up. And they put one on each side, so whether your bar is this way or this way, you still have the same hole to oil your chain. There's no way to put your bar upside down. Like I said, this is after one load, for crying out loud. Sometimes in between, if we do 2 loads out in the field, you gotta do this right there, right in the truck bed, which a lot of people do. So, got that done. Got that pretty clean. We'll get this bar back on and start sharpening. So, just put the bar back on, like so. Get the chain back on. All you want to do is make sure these risers are always in front of the sharp part right here. Okay, these risers in front, that's the direction of the saw. It's going to be going this way, so that's going to be forward. We'll start off putting this in the clutch part, and then just feeding it up the natural line of it. Tighten it up by pulling it up. Okay. Okay. Then we'll put this on. This hole here, this little tab will match up with this hole here. And that's what tightens the tension on the saw. So when we put this in, and then add the screws. Actually, the nuts rather. And you could tighten up the blade before we tighten up the nuts. See this? Tightens it right up. There we go. Make sure we got some movement here. Then tighten these nuts up. Okay, looks good. Now, let's sharpen this blade up. There's this handy sharpening tool. I have it hooked up to an AC power outlet supplying 12 volts. And these lines, you just line up with the bar. Just like so. Let me get this down. And we'll zoom in a bit. And when you do, see how we have this tooth here? Needs sharpening. We'll lighten this up, and the line follows the bar. See right here? Follows the line of the bar. So should feel a little tacky when we get it sharp enough. Go up and down just to even the blade out. And then you just advance to the next one. Right here, like I said, even with the bar, get it in there. To the next one. And then you go on from there, over and over until you have a sharpened saw. I'm not going to go through the whole process, but you get the gist of it. That's how you do it. Later.